You're on CYInterview.
I'm Chris Yandick. Today on CYInterview, we welcome back show creator, Las Vegas show producer, and mime as well, Hanoch Rosenn. Hanoch's two shows in the entertainment capital of the world, Wow, the Vegas Spectacular at the Rio, and Extravaganza, the Vegas Spectacular at Bally's Hotel and Casino are both back open. Hanoch, thanks for joining us again on CYInterview. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm now at home.
Yep.
And yes, and we have here a big Christmas show, Hanukkah show, I would say, which is in a stadiums of 8,700.
Wow.
People a show. We have 4 shows a day, so that's like 36,000 people a day, and we have 8 days in Hanukkah,
Well, how are things going currently in Israel?
Well, we all vaccinated 3 times, and we were afraid that the shows would be canceled like in Europe, but no, everything is fine. Everybody comes in with the green pass, and who hasn't the green pass, do the tests just in the entrance. So we try to live aside with the COVID, whatever. So that's it.
How did it feel to come back to Las Vegas recently?
Well, first of all, it's wonderful that the numbers are back again to full capacity, because with Extravaganza we had to do the show, and we wanted to do the show even with 50 people in the audience, because there was a time for 3 or 4 or 5 months that only 50 people were allowed in the theater that is really for 900 people.
Yeah, of course.
That was exciting because we had like 50 people on stage, including the crew. Everyone in the stage had one person in the audience to perform for.
That was great. Well, hey, listen, the reality of what it comes down to is that here's what I'm going to ask you. So when live entertainment was allowed to reopen in Las Vegas, some shows did not return. What has it meant to you to have your 2 productions now back up and running again, full capacity in Las Vegas, and survived all this?
Yeah, well, first of all, the artists, I have people from all over the world. So they were quite happy that we were one of the first and only big shows that continued to perform in the COVID period. And then now after everything is allowed back to the full capacity, all the shows are back, or many shows are back, and not yet all the tourists are back. So it's not always easy, because I would say it's maybe like 30-40% less tourists than usual, because all the tourists from Europe and from China and from South America just recently are able to, just recently. So it takes time. People are not yet planning their vacations from overseas, I hope and believe that towards April, towards the spring, all those tourists will come again. So now it's the American tourists from other cities.
But obviously things are much more improved than they were like about a year ago, let's say.
Oh, absolutely! To see the strip empty, it was quite amazing picture, but sad. We would say sad, because this is the place that has to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's it. This is Vegas, and to see all this again, people are so they work with masks. Okay, fine, but everything is back, and I mean, that's it. We have to learn how to live together with
Absolutely. Well, obviously you have a recipe for success, given that your shows are back up and running again. Some shows are not back up and running. They haven't come back in a year and a half. Can you give us some insight? Did you do anything? Did you just have a good, preparation mode? Did you keep all the performers and production people motivated? What did you do to make it through all of this?
Well, when we performed for 50 people, so we did ask the cast to help us a little bit, and
sure.
Maybe make a small discount for us, and then also what we did is we prayed a lot. We prayed a lot. And our shows are usually, very spectacular, very entertaining.
Sure.
Brings the happiness about life, and it's big fun for an audience member to come into the house and to see all this variety of acts. So I think the people would really like to see that kind of shows that give them like an insight and happiness, and maybe they go out with a smile from the theater, and
sure.
That's the goal. That's the goal. I think a lot of shows in Vegas do that. We
sure
try to give a variety of acts, variety of things.
Sure.
If somebody likes this act, maybe he wouldn't like the other. So 5 minutes later, he sees something else, a different dance, a different costume. We have all the videos and the flying and all the effects, and we try to bring everything together in an experience of 90 minutes that somebody can really have everything he would like to have and see in a Vegas show.
So recently, Extravaganza got to celebrate its 500th show at Bowie's. What did that mean to you?
Well, first of all, to perform in that icon place,
sure.
Jubilee Theater, where the Jubilee production has been there for
sure.
33 years. That's a real honor. We wanted to bring back the old Vegas type show with the showgirls and the speaking about Vegas with all its glamour and the exciting things it can give. We brought back the Globe of Death with the motorcycles inside. So we did bring some traditional Vegas things. We do tributes for Elvis and Marilyn Monroe and Frank Sinatra and Michael Jackson in the show. So everything is like a roller coaster of experiences in this crazy city. So I would say it's a crazy show that tributes to this amazing city.
Again, as I said to you earlier, before we wrap up, just one other question after this. I mean, many people don't get their shows to a 500 show, or in WOW's case, more than 1,000 shows. I mean, you must feel like you have given the entertainment capital of the world something special to continue to move along and become one of these staying powers here.
Well, it's a big honor to be able to continue with the show, to open a show and to keep the show and to continue with the show. Yes, I do feel pride, but this pride is not only me, it's the producers with me, it's all the cast, the amazing cast. We have Sylvia and her husband Victor in the
Sure, absolutely. Lovely people.
And this woman shoots an apple, she puts it on her head. And this is a woman every day she risks her life and shooting an arrow, on her husband or herself, and she's amazing the way she looks. She's really like an amazing woman. So I have to thank all my amazing cast and creative team and everybody that comes together because this is what they like to do. This is their life. This is what they love to do. Those are circus people. That this is their life from childhood. They are doing that from age of 12, I would say.
Yeah. Well, in closing, obviously you want to see things get better. You want to see the international tourists come back. You want to keep what you're doing moving along well. But have you thought about possibly expanding your Las Vegas portfolio, possibly another show one day down the road or another entertainment offering here?
You are asking something very interesting. Once you start, you wanna
continue.
You want to continue. And I do feel there is something else I would like to do. Yes, I have an idea. It's still in preparation.
Well, I want to hear about it when you figure it out.
Absolutely. As soon as I have something new, you would be the first one to know. So,
I'm so excited. You're just if anybody knows anything, something about you, it's that you're a performer as well. You were a mime. You've been on the stage performing as well, and now you're a producer, obviously, and a show creator. So you've seen both sides of what it takes to do it, but you're just a very easygoing, fun person, and really love what's going on with the whole process because you've done both things.
Exactly. I love the process. We have to remember all the time. We have to enjoy the process. It's hard to do it, and we want to succeed, and we want to bring audience and everything. But the process itself is something that we have to enjoy doing it.
Oh, there's no denying that. Hanoch Rosenn shows, wow, the Vegas Spectacular, and Extravaganza, the Vegas Spectacular, are now both here, weekly here in Las Vegas. Hanoch, thanks so much as always for joining us on CYInterview. Anything you want to add in closing before we wrap up this conversation?
Well, you're all invited to see the shows in Belize and in Rio.
We always are.
Thank you so much, and please join us.